Today on the program, we'll get to know how jewelry brand Pristine Paradigm is redefining the standards of jewelry by providing a responsible and economical choice. We got our co-founders Katriana Batu and Juan Dominic Rollan. They're here with us right now, Yana and Junie. That's how we call you, right? Welcome to It's a Beautiful Day.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it. You know, beautiful is an understatement when we look at all the jewelry that you brought to show this morning. It is
Thank you
just
so much.
gorgeous, right? It took our breath away,
It's
right,
shining,
Monique?
shimmering, splendid.
Yes.
I'm just like,
Yes.
I'm sorry, I don't want to look at you guys. I'm just looking
I
here.
just want to look at it.
Yes, I was like, I want to go shopping.
Yes, Yana, please do tell us about your brand and how it all started.
Well, we specialize on lab-grown gemstones. So all the stones you see here are lab-grown. We have lab-grown diamonds, rubies, sapphires, emeralds. So the way they're made is how they're made underneath the earth, like millions of years underneath the earth, the exact same environment we can replicate now in a lab. So now everything is lab grown. They're exactly the same thing. They have the same physical conditions, chemical, everything else. But of course, the value is different. So it's a more affordable and practical choice. So the way we started was, I'm actually a farmer. I live in Davao City, but I help out in our farm, or manage our farm. So ever since before, I was already into sustainability, and as I'm also an industrial engineer by profession. And when I found out about lab-grown gemstones, that they exist na pala, it was actually from my grandmother. So my grandmother, she has a really nice jewelry collection. So I would remember as a child, I would ask to see her vault, to see her jewelry collection. And so I've really had a profound love for jewelry already. And when I found out of the existence of lab-grown gemstones, it was just like a light bulb moment to me. So it's kind of like my love for nature and my love for jewelry in one. So that's all how it started, and the rest is history.
I love that. If you had to pick one, are you more of a nature girl, or would you say more jewelry?
Well, I love nature more first. I'm a nature lover first. Of course, because it's, you know, more important.
Right,
but I
right,
feel
right.
like it's also nice to, especially when you're starting a business, you have to find that in between, and you have to look for something that you're really passionate about. So I feel like, you know, as a girl also, we will always love jewelry, right?
Right,
and
of
but
course.
but not everyone can afford natural gemstones, natural diamonds, gold. So that's why we have lab grown, because it's just like we're saying that there is another choice. There is something different, something more affordable that's as beautiful.
Right. Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
love that, because right now I feel like in the market it's either you have the costume jewelries or the very fine jewelry. So there's no in between. So I love that you guys are that in between that's giving people opportunities. So Junie, what would you say the price points would be for lab grown versus the natural ones? Can you give us like a range?
For natural jewelry, of course it can go up above hundreds of thousands, maybe millions.
That's a
depending
lot.
on the carat size, the design, all of that, right? And so, what do you call this? For our, we made an alternative choice, as Yana said, in order for it to be more sustainable and affordable. So it can go around as low as by the thousands, let's say 3,000, all the way to 15,000 for some of our gold vermeil items. And then for some of the more luxurious items, such as lab-grown diamonds, it's still maybe around 40 to 50% cheaper than your natural diamonds.
Yeah.
So it's optically, chemically, and physically the same already as an actual diamond, a natural diamond. But then you're getting it for a bang for your buck.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. And Kanina, you mentioned gold vermeil. Could you talk more about that and expound more? Because for somebody like me, and I'm sure the viewers as well, what are the differences? Like there's gold, gold plated, gold
Right,
vermeil. That's a lot.
And there's just so many in the market, right? So it's confusing. When you look at it, they all look the same. But what
Exactly.
is the difference?
Yeah, so we actually also, one of the things we stand for is we want to provide jewelry with every budget. So, of course, we have the 14K and 18K solid gold. Yun yung gold talaga, that's the one with value. But, of course, not everyone can afford gold. Of course, if you can, I would recommend still gold because it's an investment. But, like I said, not everyone can afford gold. If you want to buy something lang as something for every day, or you have an important event and you don't want to spend so much, we have gold vermeil. So, gold vermeil, I would say, is like the second best next to solid gold, because the base metal is sterling silver, which is also still a semi-precious metal, and then it's electroplated with gold, either platinum or gold for the white color. So it's electroplated. It's not the same as gold plated because gold plating is parang the thickness is like 0.25 microns lang. To compare to gold vermeil is 2.5 microns at least. So that's like times 10 of gold plated. So it's still really, it feels like gold, but it's not gold.
Yeah.
So
But let's talk about the price. Is it like a big difference from the real gold to the vermeil gold?
So gold vermeil, usually depending on the design, depends also on how big the stone is. It's like 3,000 to 10,000 pesos. Solid gold naman usually is like 15 and up, 15,000 and up. Depends also how heavy the gold is.
Right.
So yeah, I mean with 3,000 to 10,000 pesos, and you get a really nice item already. I feel like it's super okay now, especially if you just want to wear something, you want to add to your collection without spending so much.
Right. Can you talk more about the items that you guys brought today? I would love for the camera to pan a bit more. Yeah, and show, what do you guys offer at Pristine Paradigm?
Yeah, so we have all kinds. We have bracelets, we have necklaces, we have rings. Some of the colored ones there you see are ruby, sapphires, and emeralds. They're all lab grown as mentioned. And we also have some of the other colors there. So what's also nice with lab grown jewelry is that you can make stones of different colors already. It's still available in natural form. Like for example, if you guys watch the movie Blood Diamond by Leonardo DiCaprio, if you guys remember, they were all fighting for a very big pink diamond.
Yes.
So it still occurs naturally, but it's so expensive and very rare. And with lab-grown technology, you can make diamonds or moissanites or and other gemstones in different colors now. So it's more accessible now. You can, mix and match. You can be more creative with your jewelry.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. I can't even tell from the naked eye. I can't tell they're lab grown.
The difference.
There's no difference
You
unless
can't
you
really
really put it under a microscope,
Unless
right?
you have
Exactly.
a very specific kind of tool to check, but with the naked eye, you can't know. You really can't know if it's lab grown or
I'm curious
natural.
about, when you say lab grown, so how long does it take to produce these stones? Because, of course, when it's like nature, right? Ang tagal.
Yeah,
it takes
millions of years.
Yes, years. But when you say lab grown, so how long does it take to produce?
Maybe a couple of
stones.
weeks.
What?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Maybe even days, depending on the size, obviously, and the type of design. But yeah, it's a fraction of what how natural diamonds.
Technology is
work.
amazing.
For sure. For sure. And what's interesting as well is that there's a particular effort to actually make these technology into sustainable as well. So they're using renewable energy to make sure that the carbon footprint is actually decreased even further, to make sure that the entire process is sustainable in itself.
Yeah, and speaking of sustainability, we were chatting earlier as well. And I love that your brand gives back.
Yeah.
Because I know you guys recycle the plastics for every
Right.
purchase. I think you guys plant a tree. Could
Yeah.
you guys talk
Right.
more about that so our viewers can know as well? Like, they're not just purchasing something, but something for a good cause.
Yeah, so like I said, I'm a nature lover first, and I really put a lot of effort into our CSR or into our sustainability efforts because, of course, there's still some energy being used. So we're trying to offset it as much as we can. So like you said, for every order, we plant one tree. Sometimes we partner with organizations if we can't, do the tree planting ourselves. We donate the trees na lang. And then with our suppliers and all, it's really inevitable that we have a lot of Ziplocs, the plastic and bubble wrap.
Yeah,
It really happens. So all of them we collect. I never throw any of them. I collect them and I donate it to Envirotech Waste Recycling Inc. So what they do is they recycle the plastic and make it into armchairs. Sometimes they donate the armchairs to public schools, stuff like that. And what else?
At the same time,
Our
all of our
packaging,
packaging
yeah.
materials, they're all
Sustainable.
sustainable,
Yeah.
environmental. So our mailer bags are based off of made out of
Plant-based corn. Yeah,
made
made
of
out of corn.
corn,
Our
plant-based
mailers.
tape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I love
interesting.
that.
We don't
Yeah,
use bubble
yeah.
wrap. We use honeycomb wrapper. It's kind of a
Honeycomb
Yes, I know that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a brown
Brown paper,
Yeah, brown
thick,
paper,
like a craft
more-
paper
Yeah.
thing. Yes,
Right,
yes,
right,
yes.
right.
Yeah, it's more expensive, but of course, it pays off more that you're not using any more
Yeah.
bubble wrap,
Yes.
which does not what do you call this? It does not. You can't recycle it.
Right.
Yeah, and also our packaging box here. Sinadya ko talaga, I didn't put any logo in our box. Only the
So
ribbon.
you can reuse it.
So you can reuse
Yeah,
it. So
yeah.
when you open
Such a pretty
this,
box
let me
too.
open.
I love reusing boxes. Actually, I'm guilty of
So
that.
this is our packaging, and you can actually remove this there. So you can use this for anything, like put your
Yeah.
skincare there, put any
Yes.
bottles, maybe repackage it and use it as a gift box. So I really didn't want to put any logo.
Make it into like a jewelry box.
Yeah,
So
or
if you
you
buy
can.
Pristine Paradigm products, you can like arrange
or,
them in
yeah,
that
or
box,
literally
right?
you
Yeah.
can put anything. So
Endless
I
possibilities.
really wanted to think of, you know, how to recycle the boxes.
Galing.
Kasi
Right.
sayang eh.
Yeah.
You need the hard box for the certificate to protect the certificate of the stones.
Yes, yes.
So parang sayang naman if like hindi nila magamit ulit, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So you mentioned certificates. Do every stone come with a certificate when we purchase from you guys?
Most do. The industry practice actually any stones that are quite small, so maybe less than 0.5 or
carat,
0.3
yeah.
carats. Yeah,
Wala
we
na
don't.
yung stone.
Yeah, we
wala
don't.
yung stone.
We
Wala
don't
yung
provide
certificate,
anymore.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but most and yes, we have an authenticity certificate to ensure that what you're getting is what you paid for. Same time, it shows the different characteristics, the color, the cut, the clarity, all of those things.
Yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait to browse your
Yeah.
selection later.
So you're based
Yeah.
in Davao, right?
Yeah,
But
we're
of course,
Davao-based.
people from Manila can still order,
Yes.
Yeah,
right?
actually, most of our customers are from Metro Manila.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so we fly here often. We do pop-ups. The next one is actually on November 9 to 10 for Christmas. It's gonna be in Rockwell. So
go there,
whoever's
Mo.
watching, I hope you guys
Yeah.
can
Should
be
come.
there. Yeah,
so most
yeah.
of our customers are from Metro Manila. So they really ask us all the time, when are you coming to Manila? Because of course, especially when buying engagement rings or something a
Right,
bit
right.
pricey, they want to see first ano ba yung bagay sa kanila,
Right.
what shape, how
Yes,
big the
yes,
stone
yes.
should be, what's their ring size.
Yeah.
So hopefully soon also we have to open a physical store here.
You should.
Exciting. Yeah,
Yes, we
hopefully
will be looking
soon,
forward
within
to
the
that.
next
Yeah,
coming
yeah, yeah.
year. Can you tell our viewers, Yana, where we can find you apart from the pop-up
pop-up,
coming up
yeah.
in November on social media? What's your website? Just invite our viewers.
Yeah, well, if you're in Davao, of course, you can visit our office and showroom. You can just search us on Google Maps. But we ship nationwide and worldwide. So we have a website that's pristineparadigm.com, and we're very active on social media on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Pristine.paradigm. So I'm sure you guys can look us up anytime, and you'll see a lot of our content. I'm very active in posting a lot of educational content. I explain a lot about the process, about what lab-grown gemstones are, about how to check the quality and how to choose the best
Right.
design for you. So you can find it all in our social media accounts.
Thank you, Yana and
Thank
Junie.
you.
I learned
So
so much from you guys in just this quick,
Yeah,
10-minute video about jewelry. It's amazing. And I can't wait to creep on y'all later on your Instagram. Thanks for coming.
Thank you so much for having us.
Of course.
Anytime.